Yeah, it must be somewhere around here that Vincent van Gogh painted his first oil painting, one of his first oil paintings, here at the beach of Scheveningen, close to The Hague, actually part of The Hague, together with his cousin, Anton Mauve, easel next to easel. It was a stormy day. He wrote to his brother Theo that his canvas was like a sail in the wind. Yes, later on they found little grains of sand on the paint on the canvas when the oil was still wet. So a hyper-realistic painting. Let's enjoy the beach. So after 14 months in Amsterdam, Vincent van Gogh eventually moved to Belgium to join the missionary in the coal mines of the Borinage. That also didn't work out, but in the margins of the letters to his brother Theo, he made these little drawings in the sidelines. And Theo, as an art broker with an artistic eye, he recognized the talent of Vincent. And he said, maybe you should nourish your artistic talent here. And that's when the two brothers made a deal. Okay, Vincent, I provide for you, I finance you, and I make sure you have all your art materials. In return, you send me your art, and your art is mine. That was the deal, and this enabled Vincent to create a lot of art. Vincent was 27 years old. He had no time to waste. Well, Anton Mauve was already an acclaimed painter here in The Hague. In The Hague, they followed the footsteps of the Barbizon painters in Paris who started painting outdoors. And here in The Hague, they also did the same thing at the beach sides, because the beach is not far away from The Hague. In Vincent's time, The Hague and not Amsterdam was the cultural heart of the Netherlands. So Vincent came to the right place here in The Hague and to the right person, Anton Mauve, his full cousin, who taught him to paint his first oil paintings. Thus far, Vincent had been drawing and sent all these drawings to Paris to his brother, who said, yeah, I don't sell drawings, I sell paintings. And here in The Hague, Anton Mauve got him a membership of the Pulcry Artists Association, and this enabled him to follow the weekly model drawing course as well. And this saved him a lot of money on hiring models himself. In The Hague, he also met other artists like George Breitner. George Breitner, at that time, he was busy working for another artist called Mesdag. And Mesdag was busy painting a huge panorama of the view on Scheveningen, at the beach indeed. And George Breitner and Vincent van Gogh, they collaborated together here. They started drawing daily scenes, models. So this is where Vincent van Gogh and George Breitner would make drawings together, make drawings of passengers, people waiting for a train. Hollandspoor, a brand new station, not even finished yet. He also found models nearby his house, and one of these models was Glazina, or Sien. And Sien was actually an ex-prostitute, and Vincent fell in love with Sien. Sien was already 32 years old, and actually she was already pregnant from someone else. So Vincent's affair with Sien, from a disputable background, really put him further away from his artistic circle in The Hague and also his family in Brabant. On top of that, also the landlord started to grumble about the rent arrears. Apparently the money from his brother was insufficient for his lifestyle here in The Hague. So yeah, this ultimately led him in so much trouble here in The Hague that Vincent left The Hague in disgrace. So here in The Hague, Vincent started his artistic life. First as a young boy in the art shop of his uncle, but later on, a lot later, with his cousin Anton Mauve, where he made his first oil paintings. And yet, if you go to The Hague today, you don't see a lot of physical reminders of Vincent's residency. So yeah, it's a bit hard to retrace his footsteps. Now we know that Vincent made a lot of walks, a lot of strolls along this particular water down here, the Schenk. And yeah, just outside of his house, he lived a bit on the outskirts here. And well, guess what? There's a funny, more modern homage or tribute to our hero in one of the tunnels under the railroad track. Yeah, it's funny to see all the paintings that Vincent would paint outside of the Netherlands. We'll see that in the next episodes, like the wheat fields and the postman. Well, all these things, we'll get back to that, obviously. Inspired by his close friend Anton van Rappard, Vincent went to Drenthe in the northeast corner of the Netherlands. This is where he would paint a lot of peat cutters in the peat bogs. But his main goal was to look for fellow artists, people like, well, his hero Max Liebermann, but also his close friend Anton van Rappard. Unfortunately, well, September was not the month that people would go to Drenthe to paint outdoors. They would do that in the summertime. So Vincent missed all these people, and deluded, he left Drenthe again. In the next episode, we follow Vincent back to his roots in the south of the Netherlands, back to his parents, where he really tried to focus on his painting career. Although we know Vincent by now, trouble is never far away. Well, follow us on Following Vincent in the next episode.